What's up everyone and welcome back to a new video on the channel. Welcome to a video where I get to spin the wheel spins and whatever I get I have to use, and it's gonna be weird. It always is. There's always something weird that I end up getting and I end up building for something that's not supposed to be built for, which is always very fun in this game because it's just something random. But I decided to do it with a little bit of a twist. I have an extra little wheel that I'll end up spinning, which will actually suggest what kind of class I'm going to be building it for. So S1, S2, A class, B class, whatever it is that the car will be built for. This is a suggestion from one of you guys. So there you go. This proves that I actually read your guys' comments and I take your suggestions into consideration whenever I make these videos. So that's what's happening for today's video. Spin the wheel spin, see what I get, and then build it for a specific class, regardless of the money. Now, before I actually get started with the proper video, I actually have a brand new channel that I've created. It was created a little while back. However, I uploaded my very first video kind of explaining what's going on that channel. It is an IRL channel, so I'm going to be driving cars in real life. I'm going to try to do car reviews, vlogs, go to events and meets and stuff like that. Just meet with people, hopefully collaborate in the future. I don't know. That's basically what the whole channel is going to be about. I didn't want to include all that stuff into this channel because I want to keep this as a gaming channel. So that other channel is more IRL type of stuff. So if you're interested in seeing anything like that from me, then go over there and subscribe. The link is in the description box down below, or the name is up in the middle of the screen somewhere, most likely. But yeah, go and check it out. I've uploaded the very first video there, which is just kind of like a little driving vlog at night, where I wanted to kind of see what the camera placement is like and what the mic quality is like. But in that video, I kind of use it to explain what the channel is all about and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, please feel free to check that out and subscribe if you want. Anyway, let's get started with this video. So like I said, I'm going to spin the wheel spins, see what I get. I'm going to go with just a regular wheel spin, and then off screen, I'm going to spin for whatever the car is going to be built for. That's the thing. And then we'll see what sort of class we can get it up to. Oh, come on. I mean, if we get something that's really, really high in class, like if we get like an S2 car, for example, then there's no way we can go even higher. A Cayenne? Cayenne would be interesting. I think I've had one of these in the past, though. But if we build it for something stupid, that will be very, very fun. So let's grab the Porsche Cayenne and see. Wait, actually, this is fairly new. I don't even know why I went all the way back there. Porsche Cayenne. Maybe not. Maybe I haven't. Because by the list of things, I have 2 stock Cayennes just sitting here. Okay, cool. Well, let's check this out and see what exactly we can build this thing up to. So it is now in A class. So off screen, I'm going to go ahead and go onto this wheel and spin this. So hopefully I get something interesting. It landed on cross country. Okay, I'll take a cross country build on the Cayenne. That's actually quite decent. I definitely expected it to be something worse, something dumber, something like a drift build or something like that for the Porsche Cayenne, but I guess not. And now with a different wheel, I will spin to see what I can build this up to. So since we're doing it for cross country, it can only go up from A class, so it's going to be either at the top of A class, S1 or S2. So let's spin it. There's only 3 options on this list. Come on. What's it landing on? It is going to be S2. That's just going to be a bit mad. So an S2 cross-country build on a Porsche Cayenne. And the budget doesn't really matter because we're going to build it to however we can to get this thing to be as fast as possible and the best possible cross-country build ever. Big old chunky wheels. And we like that. Big tires as well. Nice and wide. I feel like this is going to do well. I hope this is going to do well, first of all, but I think this might do quite well. I will actually put some kits on this thing. I know it's going to look ugly in that, and I don't really care. We could put, for whatever reason, 5.2 liter V10 in this thing. From the Audi R8. Do I want to, though? It's lighter and makes more power, but it has less torque. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's try it. Let's try it anyway. It's already all-wheel drive, so I'm not going to change that. Tires and all that we've done. Building it for S2 is actually quite nice because I can just go and make it as fast as I possibly can. So that should be quite fun. Off-road suspension. Pretty much everything there. I mean, we'll try to get it as close to S2 as possible. It might not make it all the way up into S2, but we'll try and make it up into S2. With all of the parts here. I think it might just make it to the very top of S1. I don't think it's even capable of making it up into S2. What if I just give it back the original engine? In this thing, will it be able to squeeze itself into S2? I don't think so. I think it might be even lower. Because the twin turbo V10 is most likely going to make a lot more power than this. Yeah, this is now only just at 840. Okay, I have an idea. So because this is an S2, and it is for cross country, right? That is what we're building this thing for. And it is for cross country. Unfortunately, I don't think I can put these tires on because it actually drops. Like, what can I really do? Because if I put the race tires on this thing, oh no, I don't like this. So if we're doing this for cross country, I have to try and build it for something good. I mean, I can't bring it up into S2 if I just keep it with these tires on. But if I put racing slicks on it, it'll go up into S2. But does that mean that I have to sacrifice the entire build now just because I can't put those tires on it? I feel like it'll ruin the car completely if I do that. Which means I technically have to go with these slick tires. Interesting. See, that's the thing with adding extra little rules everywhere. Like, do I now just build it to the best of my abilities to try and get it to as high as a possible class as I possibly can? Or do I have to force myself to get it into S2? You know? I feel like if I do this, it's just not going to be a good car. It's just going to suck. But if I put these on, it might actually not be that bad. So that's the thing. That's the thing. I think this is a perfect time for you guys to let me know down in the comments below. What do you think? Should I, instead of doing that... By the way, these are all suggestions from you guys. I've suggested that I should try and do this instead. And try and do it, build it by class instead of building it by the amount of money that I actually end up getting from the wheel spins. So, this is how this works. Okay? If anybody has any suggestions on how you think I should approach this, then let me know down in the comments below, because this is definitely how the series is going to go. Anyway, I'm going to listen to you guys and see how you guys end up doing this. But the original idea was use the money that I get through the wheel spins to try and build a car with that budget, basically. So if I build this thing only all the way up to like S1 806, then it'll be S1 806. If I build this thing, if I have like, you know, not really that much money, then it'll still stay in A class or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's stuff like that. But yeah. Anyway, let's slap a little bit of a tune onto this thing, just something simple, and then see where we go from there. All right, our V10 Porsche is ready to go. It is slightly rear biased as well. I don't know how this is gonna work, to be honest with you. Cross country events have a tendency of being very sucky because your car just gets thrown around a lot, pretty much. So it'll be very interesting to see what we can do with this thing. I mean, I don't really want to bring it on the El Descenso track. The Oasis cross country is kind of annoying to drive on. Try pick something different. We could try pick something a little bit different. I'm not gonna do it on the Titan either. Festival cross country, we could try give it a shot. This doesn't look like it might be that difficult. We could try this. I don't even know if I've ever done a time on this track before, but I'm willing to give it a shot and see. Oh, I have at some point. I don't even know what car I ended up using. Okay, the Pro Truck is what I ended up using. That's 892. Oh, that's one of the trophy trucks, though, isn't it? Yeah, I think I know what it is. Okay, well, I'll select myself as the ghost, and let's try see if I can get anywhere near that time with this Porsche Cayenne that I just built here. Straight up with random stuff, basically, because I mean this is technically the fastest and the best I can build this thing at this moment in time with the amount of money that we have, obviously, and the amount of parts that we have. Actually, it's not even the money that's the issue, it's the parts. It's pretty much just run out of parts to add onto this thing. So let's try it. I mean, it turns in quite nicely. Okay, well, we're not going that way. It turns in really nicely, at least. Okay, I have to be a bit more careful here. Also, my gear ratios are are quite short. It's an 8-speed in this thing as well, so... It actually is doing a good job. I'm a tiny bit surprised with it. It's not even at the top of its class, if that makes sense. Like there's like, what's really holding this thing back right now? I don't really like the gear ratios that I've set myself. I think I might change my gear ratios, but other than that, acceleration out of corners is quick. The turn-in response is nice. I feel like if I put the if I put the race tires on this thing, you know, the slick tires that I was planning on putting on just so I could get this thing to S2. If I did that, I would just be kicking myself. Like, this poor car does such a good job, and I would have ruined it completely. I mean, I've ruined this one already just putting in that. I am genuinely surprised how good this car actually is. I can't believe first attempt, first run on this track. I think I've maybe driven like 2 or 3 times on. And I've already beat my PB with this thing, with ease. Listen, that's decent. That's decent. Okay, I want to change my gear ratios because I hate them. They're crap. They're really, really short. And it feels a little annoying to drive with. And apart from that, I think... what else do I really want to change on this thing? I don't really know, to be honest. I kind of like the rest of the car. I think it's fine. I'm 1.5 seconds faster already. Now we're restarting that. We're restarting that. I'm gonna change my gear ratios and we'll go again. All right, I'm ready. Let's try it. Let's try this time. Gear ratios are just slightly longer. It's now just a 6-speed instead of an 8-speed. And by that I mean I just kind of got rid of the last 2 gears, so I could just make it a little bit more drivable. Okay, I think there what I should be doing is either jumping sideways in it. No, because if I jump sideways it's gonna go everywhere. Or slow down just before the jump. Because I feel like every time I just hop over that and I'm just gone. I just send myself into the distance and I have to somehow slow down for it, and it just doesn't work well for me at all. Okay, nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy, and then slow down. Nice. Cleaner, much cleaner. Look at that. And I like this 4th gear action as well on these little hills. Oh, I much prefer this now. Just a slight change of the gear ratios and transforms the car completely. I had to keep it in 4th there. I was thinking about changing gears, going a little higher, but I had to keep it in 4th because I actually needed to slow down there. Okay. Oh, the road absolutely ruins it by the looks of things. But we're fine. We're still fine. We're still just fine. Brake, 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 brake. That was crap. That was just bad. I stayed in the water for too long, and it just, obviously, you just don't have grip in the water, so. That was not great. Listen, for a random wheel spin build, tell me that that's not a good tune. 3.3 seconds faster. Wow. It's like with every run, I just go faster and faster. Almost 5 seconds. I'll take the extra 5 seconds for the moment. 4.9, sorry. 4.9 seconds faster. on that. Let's have a quick look at where I am in the world with that, because that was silly. With a random car that I just built just off the bat, like that. Where am I in the world now? It's actually quite a nice little track, this one. I don't know why at the very beginning when I first drove it, I was like, I don't know why I haven't done this in the past, because it's a nice and easy track to drive on. It's not that slow. It's not particularly crazy fast either, so it's not gonna be OP or anything like that. As you can see, all the scores at the top of this leaderboard are around 130. I am 1111. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Sorry, I had to go again. I wanted to see if I could squeeze out a top 1,000 time with it. I don't know if this is a top 1,000 time, but I beat whoever the ghost was. Whoever my rival was at that point. I got a little faster. Am I top 1,000? Yep. Yes, I am. Alright, cool. Let's move on to a different build. That was dumb. But I wanted to try and do it anyway. Super wheel spin time. Come on. There's some more interesting cars, I think, in the super wheel spins than there are in the regular wheel spins. This time, we actually don't care about money. Whatever cars we get, the furthest to the left is the one that I'll end up picking. So if we get multiple ones, then that's what I'm going to end up going with. Come on, game. Please. Oh my god. Okay. Jesus. Okay, so we got a radical. I mean, I don't think there is any other class that we can build this thing for. This is S2, I think, as standard. Right? Yeah, this is pretty... This is pretty much at the top already. So I can't really do anything. I can't really pick anything there. The only thing I can really do with this car right now... Oh my god, the only thing we can do with this car right now is I can remove the cross-country instance out of this and roll again. Drag, drift, race, rally, and rock crawling is there. It's a race build. Yeah, it's a race build. This should be fun. I feel like we got just the right things for the builds now. I like that. Again, like I said, we can't really do anything with the other wheel basically showing us what sort of class we can build this thing for, because we can't actually change the class of this car at all, except for going into X class, and I don't really want to go into X class. So, what can we do with the radical? Because this thing is an absolute track weapon anyway. We could change its engine completely. We can give it the same V10 that we had before. We can give it that 3-liter racing V8 as well. I mean, the V10 sounds interesting. Okay. One thing that I really want to do is, I think maybe... Is it already on... It's not on slick tires, is it? So let's slap it on slick tires and then kind of work from there, right? I do want the handling of this thing to be absolutely unbelievable, so... Anything else that you can really change on this thing, weight reduction and all that, is perfect. I think the suspension is already fully adjustable anyway, as is. Put race transmission in it, and just race stiff as well, and we'll adjust that. So for the engine right now, what are we rocking with? 454, 679 newton meters torque, and only weighs 865, but the engine isn't making a ton of power. But can this stock engine make some serious power? I think it can. The thing is though, do I want to keep it? Or do I want to engine swap it with something that's lighter, like this V8? If you put the V8 in it, obviously it's gonna be less powerful, but it's gonna be significantly lighter as well. And I mean, we can still probably squeeze out a lot more power out of it as well. I mean, we twin turbo that thing, and it's a madness. I think the V8 is probably a good shout for this build. Oh my god. Okay, well that's already X class. So what can we really drop here? I'm trying to think. I guess that's probably it, right? I don't know why, I just wanted to do the engine swap for this thing. 2.8 lateral G's on this thing, so that's S2998. Okay. Well, that's pretty much this thing built. I need to slap a tune on it though, but apart from that, That's pretty much what we're working with. Okay, well, I think I'm ready to test this thing out on a couple of tracks. Let's pick something interesting. Playa Azul may be a good track that we could try this thing out on. Something a little different, something that we haven't done in a while. Well, like, what's OP in Playa Azul in S2? I feel like there's gonna be some interesting cars up at the top of the leaderboards here. Sexto Elemento. These are probably cheated. Well, they are definitely cheated, but what are we looking at for times? There's a few regular times slapped in the middle here. We got the BMW X5M, the Mosler, the Brabham. Yeah, those are the big boy times here. I don't know if this is gonna be able to keep up with them, honestly, but I'll give it a shot. Where am I actually in the world with whatever run I did, and what did I do with it? I did it with the Brabham. Okay. Okay. Let's try it out with this thing and see if we can get anywhere near the Brabham time with this car. I kept that as a rear-wheel drive as well. I didn't want to all-wheel drive swap it. The Radical is good, but I don't think it's OP enough to make it to the top of any of these lists. So I'll try it out though and see. All right then, let's give it a shot. See what this thing is capable of. I think grip-wise it's there. It's got a lot of grip. It just doesn't have a lot of speed. Probably should have put on some braking line or something. Jesus. The grip's hard. The grip's really hard. It's like almost no braking whatsoever with this thing. I'm just kind of tapping the brakes a little bit. Oh my god. Well, it's fast. It's definitely not as fast as, well, the Mosler in front of me. This thing is absurdly quick. It's so good around corners as well, man. Oh my god. Of course. Of course, the tap off the wall. It's mad the way the game tells me to slow down when I just don't have to. Look at that. All I did was lift. Do I even lift here? Yeah, I lift a little bit. Oh, God. If I take this corner just perfectly like I did in the first lap, I don't really have to... maybe I do have to lift. Maybe I think I just wasn't going fast enough the first time. Man, it's so rapid. Just everything happens so quickly with it. There we go. Probably not the best of corners, but it's fine. And it's not like I'm miles behind. That was terrible cornering from my end. Horrible. That Mosler's so fast. That Mosler is very fast. Oh, you joking. I thought I would maybe go a tiny bit wide there, but it just grips up so hard. That's so disappointing. Yeah, maybe this just isn't the track for this guy. Maybe that's it. Or maybe I overbuilt the grip for this car, but I didn't give it enough power. Maybe that's the case. you know? Because this thing is hella grippy, it just doesn't have the power to keep up with the Moser and the Brabham and all the other cars that are at the top of this leaderboard, you know? But the grip is there, like, you can't, it's undeniably, like, there. Like, it's just so good. Yeah, this, I don't think this track is for this car, unfortunately. I'll try a different track, just in case. But even though it's very, very fast, it's just, I don't think it's for that track. I think I need more speed. Let's try the Horizon Mexico circuit. Let's try this one in S2. I don't even know what car is probably the best here, but we'll try with this thing and then see where we get to in the world. Yeah, the only thing now that's going to be an issue with this thing is accelerating out of corners. I have to be like very, very careful because again, all the power is going to the rear wheels. So we'll see. Let's just say that we'll see. Apart from that, I think gripping corners is going to be mental. Gripping the corners is going to be absolutely absurd. I think maybe all-wheel drive swap would have been a good shout for this guy. This is so fast. That's not too bad. That is quite controllable. Also, I'm going to absolutely smoke this guy. On my rolling lap. Because if I'm this close to him and I just standing still lap, or standing start lap, standing still lap, what the hell? What does that mean? For my standing start lap, if I'm this close to him, then I'm going to demolish him on my rolling lap. I screwed it up already. One thing that I was worried about is this thing's acceleration out of corners, but I'm controlling my throttle so well that I'm pulling ahead of whoever my ghost is. Every single corner. And he's in a Brabham, and that thing's much better than this car. Clean. Okay. Continue lapping. We'll do one or two more laps. But this definitely feels like it's a better playing field for this guy. Much better than the Playa Azul track. You love to see it. I had to leave it there. I don't want to keep going because I feel like if it was left up to me, I would just keep going over and over and over again until I just beat everyone because it's just the way I am. Anyway, let's have a quick look at where I am in the world with it and see, because I beat whoever my ghost was at the very least. There's a lot of scores on this leaderboard. A lot of scores. There's a bunch of cheated ones at the top of the leaderboard, as you can see. Is everything in the top 100 cheated? I'm still seeing a lot of cheated scores. So far, I haven't seen a legit person on this list. Or a person that I recognize. Because the people that actually do silly scores like this don't seem to be legit. Yeah, I haven't seen a single person that I recognize yet. And you still see like some of these guys in 951 and stuff like that. Or people with brand new accounts setting scores. I want to scroll down until I actually see someone that I know. Or at least from a club that I recognize that go for stuff like this, but I'm just not seeing anybody. That's crazy. There is the first top 1%. The 1% group of people. These guys usually do a lot of stuff like that. Here's another one. The Diablo GTR, by the looks of things, is what's OP on this track. Anyway, let's skip to where I am. I'm gonna call this one a big fail, I guess. 11,000 in the world. Jesus. It is slow. That is slow. This is all just my friends in club. Maybe nothing can really get close to the Hot Wheels BTTB in the Diablo. Maybe that's the deal. Maybe that is all she wrote, I guess, for the radical. Try to have a look at some of the other scores on these leaderboards, and yeah, it's just, you just don't see it. Like, you have some random cars down here, but apart from the big boy cars at the top of the leaderboard, I don't see anything that's higher. That's crazy. The thing is though, trying to find the car that like is that OP is very difficult, right? Like, you have to just kind of stumble across it and be like, yeah, this car might be OP. Like, this Radical just doesn't have the speed in it, nor does it have the grip that some of the other cars do. Like, it's good, and I enjoy driving it, but it is nowhere near the Hot Wheels BTTB, the Brabham, even a Mosler, as you've seen for the other track. Like, it's a good car, but I don't think it's up there. It's just not OP enough, I guess. The tune as well that I have on is alright, but I definitely wouldn't be like, yeah, this is like a world record tune, you know? Anyway, interesting. Interesting to see how low on the leaderboard it is. Fair enough. Alright, well, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, then of course subscribe. And again, don't forget to check out the brand new IRL channel that I've created, as I mentioned at the start of the video. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.